I never smell another raft, it'll be too soon.
Weren't you a Sawbones? Figured you ought to have smelled worse.
Sure, but those things reek like bad cologne. It's different.
I'm with you there. At least humans have the courtesy to wait a while before their bodies start to stink.
Most of them.
Let's show him!
Someone else will clean this up, right?
Isn't working! How have we done? We're doing this! Drive the weapon, Captain! Solid kick! Look northwest. That ain't it, but Marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. They're clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound stairs. I'll let you know. I'm on it! Don't mess with us!
Nice and easy. Yeah, they're in my sights! Incoming! Don't mess with us.
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. There's the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat.
Nice one! Don't mess with us.
Great work!
Terminating security search.
Careful up there.
Sanitation and cleanup. Investigate. Turning to patrolling mode. Threat level. Reminder. Resetting threat level. Search concluded. No evidence found. Presently clearing. Clearing security. Trespassers. Now switching. Security threat eliminated. Remind. Oh. Sweeping the area. Trespassers terminated. Resetting threat level. Now switching to garbage disposal mode.
Whoa now. And just what do you figure you're doing up here? These are my private quarters, friend. I don't allow tours up here. I don't allow tours ever on deeper consideration. Certain things require a mess to do well. See, I was just killing some time. I prefer to prepare my dinner by my own hand. Nothing like fresh and bloody Borstwurst. Apology considered. Whether accepted is yet to be determined. Intrusions and infractions really quicken me with anger. So, what can I do for you? My full attention is at your disposal.
I'm not saying you shouldn't vex this guy, but if you do, it's been nice knowing you.
While I approve of your associate's cautious nature, I still teeter on the verge of losing my patience. Let us move forward with the present proceedings.
Nicely done.
How'd you do that so fast?
Processing.
It's done here. The caves back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up. Something there. Opening fire!
Nice one! They don't wait for that. That's the last of them. Raps. Let's clear this sulfur sun fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace. With us?
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him. I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago. I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so. Well, shit, I'm working on it, all right? You think I like lying awake at night? You think I like stewing on the similarity between rap screams and my friend's death throes? I'll get there. Quips from you ain't gonna help me along the way, so stow it. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
with that. And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
Hey you! Get over here! There are marauders up ahead!
What? Oh no. How the hell did Marauders navigate the caverns?
This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You a Marauder? 'Cause me and my Sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to Marauders. A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with Marauders, you know? I take it you ain't met the other C3s. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with. You want more details? You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain. See that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down. There's a little station near the cliff. You'll find the rest of my crew there. There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. Usually. Go petition the boss man. Maybe you can convince him to alter my duties.
Nice one! Wonder if Hiram's home. Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside. This place is supposed to look like horns? I don't see it.
Normal protocols.
Here we go!
Damn, but I like the way you fight, stranger. Wish we could join you, but I got orders to stay put.
Let's show him! Solid kill!
Nice and easy.
Go! Nice, Captain!
Like true professionals.
Nice work. You should check in with my crew. Maybe they can help you. Go back and follow the trail running underneath that archway and you'll find them soon
Wish
enough.
we could join you, but I got orders to stay put.
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
may not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get in. So leave already.
Can't? We'll see about that. Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up. You! I'm warmed up now.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face the intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast. I see why Nyoka tolerates you. Fine, I'll do the talking. By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you. See, Nyoka? I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already, they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently. Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Kill!
Come out, gang! Gonna find you!
Come out and play!
Smell blood! Come out and play! Hiding!
Their mistake.
Now come on!
I smell blood.
Gotta find a hole in the armor!
That's the last of them, I think.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You'll hurry on in.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here? Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me. Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra too.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Careful, I know that line. I use it all the time.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time. Caring or not won't change the facts of the matter. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. The bandwidth! There's too much blasted background noise. Nothing gets through but their local broadcasts. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Is that a trick question? Because, of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me. We'll call it an exchange for you. Ask me. What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for... Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one. Not much. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical... As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that... I do know there is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater... I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source. They are a curious lot. Insufferable. Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre. Indeed, the information I gather usually is, or it's not. Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost. You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true master. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they... Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1, but MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet. Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate, and Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is... There are so... If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant. Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me. How low you... I may have a secret. Be a doll and shoot any marauders you...
Great work.
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound! Tell the Captain how grateful we are, Tuk-Tuk.
Mama, I told you that I'm not staying. I just came back to talk to you about why I left. Then I'm going back to Amber Heights.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. You're safe here with me, and that's how it's going to stay. Isn't that right? I did, didn't I? Suppose I can't expect you to just be content at a good deal. Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to...
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sac on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Nice of you to say. I like her too. And I gotta admire anyone with her passion for canid hides. But you don't...
Now I see what Celia was talking about. This guy almost reminds me of Irion.
Who?
An old acquaintance from the Groundbreaker. Real piece of work.
That's mighty kind of you to say.
But we were talking about what a lucky gal Celia is.
Anyone who can afford such a fine collection of mantisaur claws has it pretty good. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real but if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any... You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting. Not to worry. If I never buy another raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do. Anyhow.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
Help! Someone... I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. If you're going into the apartments, do not go... Now, if you'll excuse...
Stellar Bay ain't safe these days. What's the world coming to?
Not much I can do for this guy.
We're not used to outside help around here.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
You got him stuck in an alley.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh? Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Dilated pupils, anxious posture, muscle spasms. She's high on some quality stuff.
No! Okay, maybe, just a little. Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the Marauders and the raptidons outside, you know? Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
I'll be straight with you. Folk who disappear in the wilderness generally aren't able to come back. Don't get your hopes up.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from... What can I get you? All sales are final.
Reminds me of the crew cabin on one of my first ships. You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years. Down they go! Nice shot! Here we go! With us? Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both.
Think they left anything good behind?
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
In my experience, any stranger this friendly either wants to rob and airlock you or sell you something.
Nonsense. Out here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable. I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The raptidons and marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner? I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Something ain't right about this.
I've seen and made my share of corpses, but this is downright unsettling.
These sulfur-sodden assholes. Ain't enough that the raps eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
Quickly, my dear. He's getting agitated. We can't let the meat spoil.
Don't worry. We'll make this quick.
Take your best shot! Gotta admit,
admit, killing them felt real good.
They deserve to die so clean.
the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Manta Queen showed up. Then raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? Rude? I'll have you know, I can go for whole days without a snack. I'll be here if you change your mind, on account of I can't do anything else.
Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind. But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect? Ah, shit. I wouldn't have agreed to be saved if I'd known that. All right, here. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Yes, sir.
Big mistake. That didn't even get our hands dirty.
Incoming! Here we go! I love a big fight. Here they come!
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work. In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Please, I can't think about this right now. Celia, schedule
I'll pad it out with an extra
Now. Was there something? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. Oh.
Try to control your...
Have you any idea how powerful this is? But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as and the bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 is one of the most formidable pieces of data entry in all of Halcyon.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption.
For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Corporate SP. How was that, Celia?
You're back.
Help us with this final matter, and we won't need to I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is off.
Really? Most of the time, they do illegal stuff out in the open.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that...
Don't encourage.
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced. Already? If only the rest of the colony operated as efficient. I'll complete the BOLT-52 in no time. I dare say.
You're getting ahead of...
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. I'll transmit this data along with the completed BOLT-52 right away.
That means no more
Now we've just got to deal with the...
Believe me, you've got your work cut out for you there. Was there anything else?
here, want me to pass my together, spread here, the bread of my shiver, brush,